I assure you that we know what to do to bring back our economy back to life. What we do not know is how to bring people back to life.
Yeah. That's why I am there. Share. I did see your breath from my Soyanopa. When you win, so I work harder. Quarantine, many of us are afraid in crowd dada. If you're a call, me shebre, when you're in crabia, yes, and I will be you for act wiser. Haka Mutum says I'm rabak, she's a bajawa. After the sanitize, I take a second, say a prayer. On the television, all I see is COVID-19, coughing. Standing upside down, it's push the portage on the guy. The pandemic is globalized, it's spreading with the speed of light. Doctors risking their lives. I've seen it fly for air, we know that's free, I'm glad. It's running y'all, now the water, how people that die. I think about it, tears dropped on my eyes. Father, heal the world tonight. Now we pray, yes we pray. See how the watch how people that die. I think about it, tears dropped on my eyes. Father, heal the world tonight. Now we pray, and we say, my leg away, Stand as one, you know be so. Corona go fi kill us all. If they say wash your hands, make you know they ball. Cause they catch you today, they go catch us all. Poppy they call you, mama they cry you. You know be true, I respect us, I respect us all. No touch, you know how can distance please. It go back and make you stay home please. No touch, you know how can distance please. It go back and make you stay home please. Fixing the shot for air, we know that's me, I'm clear. That's why we understand. See I don't watch how people that die. I think about it, tears dropped on my eyes. Father, heal the world tonight. Yeah, we pray, yes we pray. See I don't watch how people that die. I think about it, tears dropped on my eyes. Father, heal the world tonight. Yeah, we pray, yes we pray. Let's pray. Be informed.
If I be a father, where is my honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Lord of hosts unto you.
Hallelujah! Hear the word of Yahuwah Elohim. I'm on fire! I'm on fire! If you see Wawula, so we are baby at Obuasio. If you see anybody do Nara, where will I do what? As I say, I just see Wawula, so we are baby at Obuasio. Better from. If you see anybody do Nara, where will I do what? When this I got in a suro darata, now housewife got the woman and master, then someone from his young Pupona, a very many dear. Sakatira Suro director, now housewife got the woman and master, then someone from his young Pupona, a very many dear. A very dear, was some kind of so, yeah, the canny bridge of and for us already. Samusi wanya kuponi wa afedi awusuni wakakra musisha damu Mumpe mrabanti zese ana mumeka mabusu samuno ai Samusi wanya kuponi wa afedi oshakine wakakra musisha damu Mumrabanti zese ana mumeka mabusu samuno ai Ajalimi Muframise nyangu poma afedi manidie wa Najalimia, mon frère me saigne un coupon, avec une idée, mukom. Ebiri na durusui. Akoma kasi abasa sisu na nyabia rekobo. Mama radia zamuti mukom. Ebiri na durusui. China for sorry I was a Buddha. India for sorry I was a Hindu. I feel that bunny na durumun fere mabusum who India for sorry I was a Hindu. Na China for so sorry I was a Buddha. I feel that bunny na banu fere mabusum who I found so for a money cast near when you're dear to no. I found confirm with the TV so I'm with Yamano. Share coronavirus never know. Mungo solution, maybe I sing now you will say you are so powerful. But I found so for a money don't to move someone more dumb baby or my mono. Umpi Emera Ponte, Woman may I solid Coronavirus and it, and I am my coronavirus and it, as a fool in I come. I go because I have a and yet come on, rather some come and be in a draw. Yammy, Mamma Bayo. For our here, but in the answer for more. Hey, I can see an abano, Jawunian Pano, so a radiac can hold it. A man in a radiac can was taking the woman, resting in a so your young Ponti, Musono. Amotion and Imonamda. Sajanimio. I'm very many dear one in I'm very many dear one as a bar, Manano drove. Ibolaba, Manano wardrobe. Afe coronavirus, Nambano, Christopher Jim Bible. But Ezaba, Yano wardrobe. Ibolaba, Yano wardrobe. Afe coronavirus, Nambano, Christopher Jim Bible. Abuana Gupano, Masam, Namudia, Saint Chanian, Namunamuze. Ubafamu Diana. And this a Janimia.
Spirit Filled TV. This is Spirit in the Morning. Today happens to be the last day in the month of April, meaning today is 30th April 2020, the day of our Lord. This morning we are here once again to feed your spirit with good news, and so stay tuned and make sure that the next 2 hours you'll be with us here. We have a lot of good news on our way coming, on your way, wherever you are. But let me urge you to like our social media platforms. And so with regards to the Facebook, you will like our Facebook page and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is Spirit Filled TV on Facebook and also on YouTube channel. My name is Johnson Owusu-Teria.
I am Benedicta Akufu-Kranche. Up next, we would like to take the motivational message from the senior pastor of Zoe Outreach Embassy. Yes,
so you stay tuned and wait for the words of exhortation from our senior pastor, Reverend Bright Quainoo. You know, today he has something extraordinary for you out there. But hey, if you are watching us, just keep your comments coming. We need your comment. And also make sure that you share our page and tell a friend to inform a friend. Invite a friend to also be part of this big family. Today is Thursday and we have so much for you. There are a lot of recent happening in our news headlines today. And so stay tuned. We are going for the words of exhortation from Reverend Bright Quainoo. We'll be back right after this.
your family. And they are saying in the family that you will not get married. That you will not progress. That you will not succeed. I have come to tell you tonight, by the fire of God, by the power of God, that seed is consumed by fire. No weapon fashioned against you shall prosper. Whatever they are planted in your family, whatever seed that they planted in your family, and they are saying in the family that you will not get married, that you will not progress, that you will not succeed. I have come to tell you tonight, by the fire of God, by the power of God, that seed is consumed by fire. No weapon fashioned against you shall prosper. Whatever they are planted in your family, whatever seed that they planted in your family, and they are saying in the family that you will not get married, that you will not progress, that you will not succeed. I have come to tell you tonight, by the fire of God, by the power of God, that seed is consumed by fire.
Okay, so welcome back. That was Reverend Quainoo, the senior pastor of Zoe Outreach Embassy, with words of exhortation. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Johnson.
Yes.
What do you take from what he said?
Yes, a very fantastic word from Reverend Quainoo today. And I think this is giving hope to the hopeless. You know, we are in a very bad times. The whole globe is in a very bad times. And so this word of exhortation is to you watching us today, that no matter what we are going through, it is decreed by the Holy Ghost that He's going to protect us, He's going to be with us, anytime you find ourselves wanting. So if something is going against you, because we have the Holy Ghost protecting you, shielding you, there is no way that that weapon fighting against you, going against you, will succeed. No. So this morning, I think you are blessed with this one. And this spirit is making sure, or this word is making sure that your spirit is complete this morning. And so whatever you are going through, no matter whatever you are going through, if you have Jesus, make sure that the Jesus you have, you uphold to the teachings of Jesus Christ. And so, Benedicta, I think it's a very fantastic words of motivation. and we should bless God for that. And let us say that very good morning to Reverend Bright Quainoo, who is the senior pastor for Zoe Outreach Embassy here in Sunyane Fiepe branch. Wherever you are, very good morning to you for your massive support. He's really supporting us indeed, and so he is the brain behind all this idea. And so Reverend Bright Quainoo, a very good morning to you, and also to your beautiful helper, wherever you are. We say very good morning to you. So viewers, that was words of motivation, if you like. Now it's time for us to go for the news headlines today. Yes, we are going for the headlines today. But I want to urge you that as you watch, make sure that you share and also you comment on our various programs. Probably if you want to call us, there will be numbers calling under the TV. Yes, you can pick any of the numbers and then call. And if there's any information you want to find out, you can call those numbers and then you find out. You know, this is a live telecast of Spirits in the Morning on Spirit Field TV from Sunyane Fiepe, specifically Zoe Outreach Embassy Conference Studio B. That is where we are bringing to you this live telecast. And so very good morning to you, and make sure that you share and subscribe. Stay tuned for the news headlines today. We are going for a musical break. Right after the musical break, we will come back with the headlines today. Stay tuned.
If I be a father, where is my honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Lord of hosts unto you.
Hallelujah. Hear the word of Yahweh Elohim. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. If you see what so we be at Obuasio. If you see anybody do Nara, where would I do it? As I say, I just see what so we be at Obuasi, better from. If you see anybody do Nara, where would I do it? When it is a Katira Suro Darata, now how my bloody woman and master, and someone from his young Papa, a very many dear. Sakatira Suro Director, now how bloody woman and master, and someone from his young Papa, a very many dear. I'm very dear, was some kind of so, yeah, so they can't break a fade and for us already. Samusi wana kuponi wa avedia usuni wakakra musisha demo Mumpe mrabanti sese ana mumeka mabusu samunuai Ai Samusi wana kuponi wa avedia shakine wakakra musisha demo Mumrabanti sese ana mumeka mabusu samunuai Ajalimi Muframise nyango poma Ave manidi wa hini Ajalimia, Muframise nyango poma Ave manidi wa hini Come, the moment ready as I will come. Every dinner to the story. I come to see a bus as a son and you go. Hey, Mamma ready as I will come. Every dinner to the story. China for sorry, I was a Buddha. India for sorry, I was a Hindu. I feel that bunny and do the moon for a mabusum who won't way. India for sorry, I was a Hindu. China for so sorry, I was a Buddha. I feel that bunny and pano, who for a mabusum who won't way. I found so for a money cast near when you're dear to Mono. I found for a TV, so I'm with Yamano. Share coronavirus, never know. No go solution, maybe I sing it. I would say you are so powerful. But I found so for a money domo to move someone more dumb baby or my mono. Be a meraponte, woman, I may ask all in I coronavirus, and man, I am my coronavirus, and as a fool, I come. I come to see a baby, and yet you come over, rather some will come a bit in the door. I'm in my mom by you. Amojana ni monyamda sajani miyo najani miya najani miya mufra misanya kupoma afe mani die wanyinya najani miyo mufra misanya kupoma afe mani die wanyinya esaba monyano wadro Ibolaba, Monyano Wadro, Afe coronavirus, Nambano, a Christo for Jim Bible. But Esaba, Yano Wadro, Ibolaba, Yano Wadro, Afe coronavirus, Nambano, a Christo for Jim Bible. Abuana Gupano, Masam, Namudia, Saint Chanian, Namunamuze, Ubafamu, Diana, and this a Janimia. Mon frère Misanya Kupoma, a very many dear. Who's the Rango Bones and anyone? I'm very many dear.
Now it's time for us to give you some headlines making news today. And my name is Johnson Ustevia. I have my dear sister Benedicta Kufu, who's also going to help in the headlines today. And so if you are watching us, however and wherever you are watching us, we just want your comments. And so send in your comment to us. And make sure you share our Facebook page, and then we move on. Now let's move on, but let me also say a very good morning to Mr. Frimpong. Yes, Mr. Frimpong, you work with the FIEPRE Information Center. Very good morning for watching us wherever you are. So first in the news. All right, so first in the news, quit fighting FDA and resolve matters amicably. This one is from the Pharmacist Forum to QFS. And you know there is this, should I say, battle between QFS and also the Food and Drug Authority over the QFS drug Yes, it was in the news, and yes, we read to you that FDA is saying that QFS contains certain element that is not good for human consumption, and so they ask QFS to be out of Ghanaian markets, and QFS company is saying that their medicine is quality and there is nothing wrong with it. So there is some sort of argument in there, and from the pharmaceutical forum, they have come out to say that they should just solve the issue amicably.
Okay, so moving on. Ashasi ranked first in Ghana, 9th in Africa in 2020 Times Higher Education Impact Ranking.
All right, so that is fantastic. Your university couldn't emerge first.
Very soon we'll be there.
What is the soon?
Very, very soon.
University of Cape Coast, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, first they used to be best, but I don't know what happened. You know, the theory is too much. You know, the theory in our various universities are too much. They are too much. You know, Asashi is one of the universities that really deals with the practical aspect of studies. That is why they are the best university in Ghana. Congratulations to you, and let's move on. This is not time to live in comfort zone. This is from the MCE of Doma Central to traders. Yes, yesterday the MCE for Doma Central visited the various markets in Doma Hinkro, and he advised the traders. You know, traders were complaining that where they have been sent to is not really helping them, and so because of that, they wanted to go back to where they came from. So the DCE or the MCE, I must say, was telling them that, in fact, you know, we are not in good times. Yes, and so they should adhere to the measures in order to curb this COVID-19. And that is what the MCE for Doma Central is telling or asking the traders to observe.
No decision has been taken on when public gatherings can resume. That's the President of Ghana, yeah. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. That's what he has for us this morning. He says no decision has been taken on when public gatherings can resume.
That is fantastic. So, somebody is a Tiamwa Tula. Tiamwa Tula. Yeah, the weddings, the funerals, whatever, Masa. You have the still is in the room. It's in the dressing room. Still make sure that if you're dressing your weddings, if you're dressing your funerals and that. Because even the president, the first gentleman of this nation, is saying that he doesn't know. It's like Jesus Christ coming back to us. He doesn't know.
Yeah, the second coming of Jesus.
The second coming of Jesus. He doesn't know when he's coming. So it's more dangerous. All right, so let's move on. And moving on to education, syllabus will continue from where students left off before shutdown. This is from Deputy Education Minister. And he is saying that syllabus will continue on from where a student left off before shutdown. Would that really help?
Yes,
would that
will help.
Draw the Ghanaian education back?
It's true though, but it will help because taking the university for instance, we've been exposed to online learning.
Yes.
And frankly speaking, it's not really okay.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes
why is it not really okay? You know.
No, it's not like
anything new. You don't want to embrace it.
It's not like we don't want to embrace it. The thing is, like my program, for instance, first semester, a program we offer, we use the e-learning. So our assignments and quizzes, we do everything on that platform. So I would say some of us were already exposed to the online learning. But with this one, it's because it's the whole university community. So sometimes the network is really jammed up. Even going through the registration process was hell. It wasn't really at all. It was hell because sometimes you log in and they will tell you that the site is on maintenance, so you have to go back. And not all universities are having data sims.
Sure,
My school, for instance, we are not having.
So you are using your personal data?
Yes.
What?
So if somebody
University of Cape Coast?
Yes.
A whole university? Oh my God. Here
Yes.
in FIEP, University of Energy and Natural Resources, I think each student have been given what? How many megabytes or gigabytes? 1.5 gigabyte free. Free. So if University of Cape Coast, my God.
Yes, Tech is having
UG is having,
yes.
University of Energy and Natural Resources is having,
Yes.
UPS is having, I don't know of UDS. I don't know of UDS.
I don't really know.
The what?
I don't really know if
Yes.
they also
but,
having or not.
Yes, UCC, you are above this. You can do better, please.
Yes, I know
You know,
of
it's not
UCC and JIG. We are not having the
Yes,
data.
for JIJ, I know they know how.
So we are using our own data, and it will get to a point. Let's say somebody is in the village without any internet connection. How is the person supposed to access this?
Sure.
So if at least the person is having the data sim, at least he or she can do
So
something.
you are expecting the lecturers to start from where they
Yes,
ended?
exactly.
Hey, is that not waste of time?
Not
Wouldn't
really.
that waste? I mean, we'll draw back.
It will draw us back, but it will be better if we get the knowledge than them pushing forward. Then we get to the working area and we won't understand.
You can do your own research.
Oh.
I will only speak for the basic school students. For university, you can do your own research.
Doing their own research, it's not really helpful. Because some people are offering maths with their cons. My roommate, for instance, she's offering maths with her cons. So if you tell her to do her own research, it's not really loud.
Okay, right. So let our viewers also come in. Please, you can also send in your comments. This is what UCC student is saying, that the Deputy Education Minister is saying that syllabus will continue from where students left off before the shutdown. And we have a practical student sitting here saying that yes, she agrees with Deputy Education Minister. But I personally do not agree because we have to move on. If not, that's problem. What do you think? You can send in your comments to us and you will read them. Do you want, when, let's say for example, when the ban, your comment there, and then you will move on. Right, so we have Ghana will require 14 billion to build 88 hospitals. And this one is a research by Dr. Benaku. Yes, one Dr. Benaku is saying that with a promise made by the president of Ghana that he's going to use 6 months to build 94 hospitals in 88 districts. This is going to cost Ghana some $14 billion. Yes, it's going to cost Ghana $14 billion. And so someone will ask, where are you going to get this money? We are praying and hoping that God intervenes and some magic calculation also pass up, and then we move on to see if probably we can move on with building of the hospitals. I don't know if you still have any other. With regards to education, let me add this one to you. Last night, the Deputy Education Minister was on City TV with the Journalist of the Year, Bernard Quainoo, and they were speaking around how they can sustain the education in Ghana. And so some of the points that he established, that is the Deputy Minister established, was that schools will only be reopened when there is the various newspapers that came in today. And so that is it. But hey, still we need your comments. Your comments are more than welcome. Today we have a birthday celebration here, and we are preparing to do that. And so if you are watching us, you can also come and join us here in the studio so that we can enjoy. I can see a very big cake. Big cake. Good. So let's go. Yes. The newspapers headline. Let's see what we have today, so that we can finish our viewers with it, and that your comments are welcome to us. that NDC sweat for running mate. And another, we have tension in Formina Kumawu over hospital. Yes, for this one, I know it. People be fighting over the hospitals, which was announced by the president. Good. So driver kills cop. It's also there. When you get a copy of Daily Guide today, you'll be able to read the content of this. And on top, I can see the picture of Obinim. And this one says, Obinim slaps Kennedy at Japan. All right. So the slap is in quote, has been quoted. And so it can be words of slap and whatever it is. You know, it can be words, not necessarily throwing the arms to hit the face. No, because the slap is in quote. Obinim slaps Kennedy at Japan. Right. So let's move on to the next. We have the almighty Daily Graphic. The state-owned Daily Graphic has it that our duty, national call. And this one is from health workers determined to win COVID-19 war. Yes. So this morning, let me say, God bless you message to the various frontliners of health workers. In fact, you are doing it possible to make sure that this war against COVID-19 will surely come to pass. God bless you so much. You guys are doing great job. Thumbs up to you all. Right, so let's move on to the next newspaper so that we can. Right, so daybreak, yes, daybreak. We are in a new day. Unipass fails to pass to where? Tema Ports returns to manual clearance. Really? Is that true? You have to make some production to know whether if there's. But this is what the daybreak has. That Tema Ports returns to manual clearance. And so this one means that the digital system which was built by the vice president is cleared off. Now we have gone back to our normal way of what measures in olden days, which wouldn't help. So we have Zoom Lion support COVID-19 fine. Yes, and that is what we have. So we have tension mounts at Ghana Revenue Authority, and that is that. We have pictures of, I can see pictures of Osafo, Mafo, and Co. So get a copy of Daybreak newspaper. Slip heads over Akufo-Addo's 88 hospitals projects. So NDC splits, yes, split heads over Akufo-Addo's 88 hospitals. And so we have two parties. Others are saying that when you buy the new Crusading Guide, you get there. And we also, right, so let's move on to the next newspaper. The Chronicle. So Amidu sit on tenterhooks. Yes. Amidu sits on tenterhooks as Supreme Court's differs age judgment again, and that is what as the Chronicle is reporting today, being 30th of April 2020. Police probe lands commission. That is what we also have there. And then we have MPP primaries gets, what is the word? Right. So you get the copy of the Chronicles so that you get to read the contents of all these stories. Good. So let's move on. If not that, we have Daily Post. We have Daily Post, and we are there. What is the name? Amishadai Isam. Yes. So that is that you have there, and we have pictures. I can see Professor Ade. Okay, that is Professor Ade's full name, right? Okay, the director for Ghana Revenue Authority. That is his picture in there. And so when you get a copy of the Daily Post today, you will get to read all the contents in the newspapers. And so this is where time will permit us to end the newspaper's headline. Up next will be the health tidbits with our birthday girl, Osei Bonsu. Stay tuned.
I assure you that we know what to do to bring back our economy back to life. What we do not know is how to bring people back to life.
Yeah. That's why I'm I get here your breath from a Sorianopa. When ya winning, so I work harder. Parent time, many was afraid in crack dada. If you're me call, me shebre, when you're in crabia, yes, and I will so be you for act wiser. Haka mutum says I'm rabba, she's a bajawa. After the sanitize, I take a second, say a prayer. On the television, all I see is COVID-19, COVID. Standing upside down, it puts the portage on the guy. The pandemic is globalized, spreading with the speed of light. Doctors risking their lives. I've seen it fly for air, we know that's free, I'm glad. It's fucking young, now they watch how people that die. I think about it, tears come down my eyes. Father, heal the world tonight. Now we pray, yes we pray. See how they watch how people that die. I think about it, tears come down my eyes. Father, heal the world tonight. Now we pray, and we say, my leg away, away. You ever make you stand as one? You know be so Corona go fi kill us all. If they say wash your hands, make you know they ball. Cause they catch you today, they go catch us all. Papi they call no, mama they cry yo. You know be true, I respect us, I respect the song. No touch, you know how can distance please. It go better make you stay home please. No touch, you know how can distance please. It go better make you stay home please. Vaccine is right for air, we know that's me young clear. That's why we understand. See how you watch how people that die. I think about it, tears drop on my eyes. Fire heal the world tonight. Yeah, we pray, yes we pray. See how they watch how people that die. I think about it, tears drop on my eyes. Fire heal the world tonight. Yeah, we pray, yes we pray. Let's pray, be informed, prepared, be smart, be safe. Let's fight COVID-19 together. Kwame Envy.
In December 2019, there was a cluster of pneumonia cases in China. Investigations found that it was caused by a previously unknown virus, now named the 2019 novel coronavirus. In this video, we'll take a quick look at what's currently known about the virus. Keep in mind that this is a new virus, and what's known about the virus now might change in the future. Coronaviruses are a large group of viruses. They consist of a core of genetic material surrounded by an envelope with protein spikes. This gives it the appearance of a crown. Crown in Latin is called corona, and that's how these viruses get their name. There are different types of coronaviruses that cause respiratory and sometimes gastrointestinal symptoms. Respiratory disease can range from the common cold to pneumonia, and in most people, the symptoms tend to be mild. However, there are some types of coronaviruses that can cause severe disease. These include the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus, first identified in China in 2003, and the Middle East respiratory syndrome coronavirus that was first identified in Saudi Arabia in 2012. The 2019 novel coronavirus was first identified in China. It initially occurred in a group of people with pneumonia who'd been associated with a seafood and live animal market in the city of Wuhan. The disease has since spread from those who were sick to others, including family members and healthcare staff. There are many cases at present, and the disease has spread within China and also to a number of other countries. So, where did the virus come from? It's known that coronaviruses circulate in a range of animals. Sometimes these viruses can make the jump from animals to humans. This is called a spillover and could be due to a range of factors such as mutations in the virus or increased contact between humans and animals. For example, MERS-CoV is known to be transmitted from camels and SARS-CoV from civet cats. The animal reservoir of the 2019 novel coronavirus is not known yet. How is it transmitted? The exact dynamics of how the virus is transmitted is yet to be determined. In general, respiratory viruses are usually transmitted through droplets created when an infected person coughs or sneezes, or through something that has been contaminated with the virus. People most at risk of infection from the novel coronavirus are those in close contact with animals, such as live animal market workers, and those who are caring for people infected with the virus, such as family members or healthcare workers. So, how does the disease present? Well, from what is known so far, there can be a number of symptoms ranging from mild to severe. There can be fever and respiratory symptoms such as cough and shortness of breath. In more severe cases, there's been pneumonia, kidney failure, and death. The mortality rate is not known yet. How can we tell whether someone is infected? The infection can be diagnosed by a test called PCR, or polymerase chain reaction. This test identifies the virus based on its genetic fingerprint. There's currently no specific medication for the virus, and treatment is supportive care. There's currently no vaccine to protect against the virus. Treatment and vaccines are in development. How do we prevent transmission of the virus? This new virus currently has a limited geographic spread. However, there are a number of standard hygiene practices that have been recommended to protect against infection and further spread. These include covering your mouth and nose when coughing or sneezing with a medical mask, tissue, or flexed elbow, avoiding close contact with those who are unwell, the appropriate use of masks and personal protective equipment, especially in a healthcare setting, washing hands regularly with soap and water or alcohol-based hand rub. Actions that can be taken to prevent infection from an animal source include avoiding unnecessary unprotected contact with animals, washing hands after contact with animals or animal products, and ensuring that animal products are cooked thoroughly before they're consumed. It's important to stay home if you're feeling unwell, but if you have a fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical care early and share your previous travel history with your healthcare provider. That's a quick look at this emerging infectious disease. Given that this outbreak is evolving rapidly, what's known about this virus can change. Please check the websites below for the most up-to-date information.
On Spirit Filled TV. We are expecting your comments. Yes, just gone by were the headlines today and the news paper headlines. So this time, it's time for education on health. Yes, so we have Osebonsu here to help us. Today, she's going to give us some education on how to put on the nose mask properly. Yesterday we were on the markets and we observed a lot of mistakes, yes, on putting on the face mask. And after that, you will also be demonstrating to us how we can wash our hands in our various homes. When there is no Veronica buckets, how we should wash our hands is very important. You know, when we go to work, when we go to banks to cash or something, yes, we use the Veronica bucket. But when we come back home, the way and manner we use, we wash our hands, is not all proper. And so today we are educating you on how to wash your hand domestically. And so you're welcome. You're welcome to the studio. Osebonsu.
Thank you.
A birthday girl. Yes. Today she's celebrating her birthday. Yeah. She's happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
Just like that.
Yes.
All right. So today, what do you have for us today?
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. I want to say a very big thank you to Almighty God for adding another 8 to my years.
Ooh,
and
happy birthday. Okay, this one, all right. My producer is saying you should leave it for when
after party.
After party. But we do it. We do on camera. We will do it in camera. In fact, we are doing it for our viewers also to enjoy some.
Okay.
So the cake, everything, we will share it here. So if you know you have not brought the cake, please go for it. Call fast. Make your call. Please start placing your calls. It's very important.
Okay.
All right. So where today, what are you learning from you?
Okay. So we are going to learn how to put on the nose mask.
Okay.
So yesterday, from the market, we saw that most wore the face masks in this form.
This way. Yes. Which is very bad.
They left the nose and the mouth, but the function is to cover them. So you have to wear it in this form.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Then with the nose mask, you see, you have to look for the one that has pores inside, so that you'll be able to breathe.
See,
most were finding it difficult to breathe. That's
seriously.
why. So I understood them when they
the
were.
report were like
So that's why they were wearing it.
Oh my God! You know,
so
it's not easy. It's not easy anyway. It's not because selling on the market with this Scottish sun, under this sun, hot weather, and still putting on this face mask, it's not easy at all.
Yeah.
So I sat with them, and that is true. Yes.
Okay, so those seamstress, tailors, please, when you are doing it, make sure you use a transparent material so that people can breathe. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Or you can also use this form, which is very soft. Then you can dispose or discharge it off. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so let's go to our main topic, which is how to wash our hands properly.
Okay.
Okay. So first, I'm going to give the theory of it. So we have 5 main steps in washing our hands. So first step is you wet your hands with water, clean one. The key word here is clean running water. Okay. So then after you apply your soap. Okay. Then the third one is you lather your hands with the soap.
Okay.
Okay. So then the fourth step is you rub your fingers. Yes. Then at the back of your hands. Okay. Then the fifth one is you also rub your nails so that you move all the dirty germs that traps inside.
Okay.
Then the sixth one, you scrub all your hands for about 20 seconds.
Okay.
So we are going to demonstrate it here.
So we have everything here, and we are about to demonstrate it to you when you are
this is what we are going to do. We are going to do it without the tap or the running water.
Okay.
We are going to pour it so that
with the Veronica bucket.
Yes, you see, some people don't have the Veronica bucket in their house. So we are going to use the normal way so that everybody can do it when they are in the house.
All right.
Okay, so I would like my boss to help me.
Yes, so we are going to wash our hands. So this is our water.
Okay.
Yes, camera. Make sure you give us the height. Yes.
Okay,
So this is our water. We have our water here.
So you first wet my hands.
So the first step is you are to wash or wet your hands.
Yes.
Yes. So now, which means you need an assistant. Somebody must assist you at home.
Yes. Don't put your hands in the water.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
You have to pour it. Running water doesn't mean the streams or the rivers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you first wet your hands. Then you apply.
The second one is we apply the liquid soap, and so this is our fantastic liquid soap. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So the next step is
To carefully
rub
Rub.
the. Okay.
Okay. So when it ladders, that means when the soaps, the formation forms,
Okay.
then you rub your.
Okay.
Please do it well.
Okay. That's why you're teaching us. So you are watching what you are teaching us.
Okay.
Oh my God. All
Please
right.
bring it a little bit further.
Yes, okay.
Then, after you rub your fingers between them.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Right.
All of them.
So
Then
doing this
after-
one, it should last for 20 seconds, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Then after you see my fingers, I'll try to rub the dirt outside. See, usually the dirt are trapped inside. So keep your fingernails short as well so that they won't accumulate there. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Then after you rub your general, you scrub it. Generally.
Right.
Then after you add.
All right. So after that, I pour. Then, which means you need an assistant.
Yes.
You shouldn't do it alone.
Yes.
But what happened when you do it? When you do it alone? Like now that you are done washing your hand, then you touch the bowl or the water.
That's why you usually need a tap, a running water.
Okay.
Yes. So when you don't get that, you have to find someone to help you.
Assist you. Okay.
If you want it very
All
clean.
right.
Okay, so
Right.
then
So
you use your tissue
okay.
to dry your hands.
That one, do I have to assist you too?
No, please.
Okay. That is nice. All right, so I think that is very fantastic, and
Then you start.
all right, so it's just simple. If you are at home and you don't have the tap or the Veronica bucket, this is very simple. The first step is that you wet your hand with water, as she did. You understand? Somebody should aid or should assist you. Should be there. You shouldn't do it alone. When you do it alone, you will do it and bring the germs back or virus back to you. That is what it means. And so this is a very fantastic demonstration here. And we are so grateful, and I know that you are going to practice it in your various home. And that is it. You need your comments on this one. Yes, well, that's practical thing. If there's any comments, you can just
If you
send
have
it in.
any questions,
Yes.
you can
If
throw
you also
it.
have any question, yes,
Then-
you throw it and then you call her back again to set, and then she answers those questions. I don't know if you have any final word to our viewers.
Okay, I want you to stay home in this COVID-19 period.
Sure.
And please observe the social distancing. It's very important. And if you don't have the running water tap and all those things, you can have a personal hand sanitizer,
Okay.
which also kills the bacteria about 98%, so that you apply them. Then I want to say a very big thank you to all the birthday wishes I'm receiving,
Oh, that,
especially.
you know, we are still wishing her.
Yeah.
So keep on bringing. I mean, Osebunsu, health tips, bits here at Spiritfield TV, celebrating her birthday today, 30th April. How old are you anyway?
I'm 20 years.
You're like, oh, yeah, she's 20 years old. All right, so she's 20 years old, and so you'll be celebrating her. But we need your. I hope if you are watching us from afar, you cannot. Should I say, if you, probably you want to bring in some gifts, but
Yes.
since you are watching
It's
us,
welcome.
Hold on. Let me finish with my presentation. Because since you are watching us from afar, you can just wish her a happy birthday through comments. Yes. So today I would want to read a lot of birthday wishes. Right, so that is the birthday girl on your screen. Yes, very beautiful, 20-year-old girl. Oh, you're too small. All right, so we are pausing here. And up next will be. So up next will be the community watch. Yes, up next will be community watch, and we have very fantastic stories coming on your way. So stay tuned and make sure that you keep on bringing in the comments. Stay tuned.
Bye.
The pictures from Italy are just devastating. Exhausted medical teams, not enough ventilators for those who need them, and convoys of trucks taking coffins to cemeteries. So what is life like in an extended lockdown that's meant to stop all of that? And are there any lessons that we can learn here in Australia?
Asem kese abawi ase abakose mu no. Hwe ho yie na wonfa mu anhwere wo nkwa. Coronavirus ho asem a ye kan asa agudi no. Ewo ho. It's real. Ho ban. Asem kese na besha da sama konne. Yade ye bodin ya fadi ya kuro. Coronavirus say you wodin. Yase nipa se senchanchama. Yere tem se pebereja. Atuwa ye hano gana fwe. Entity ye kukuba mpanifu ni ya pomudin chere manediso. Enya uhu waje mane nkofere dom na saa ya diye tumikuma bayifo mpo. Ohoro wansa faseme na ye. Campaign dudu wabetumi dakurubi ya hand sanitizer bengu webebo wawo. Fafifa wansa huwa bere nyina. Baby bifa famu wano ni wuhine. Wabere wukofere ni padomono. Fa wansa nkaka weni mni tituru wabere wene na montene sono. Kwenya obienya wadibepani huwenya wenedwadie mukra sa woni obi ancha wapomudin no chana behia no ne no wachane yade no ahobamba akade hwehia protective items ne hia sese ai ebia na odi otira yeye na dodo wo nsem ebere bonimo sakoba sa chekura fache wo sika totobi mahia fo wakwasi ya na seye de million wonyine wuma e ka wo awona wo besi won ekwa nanti hunu biai bibi ehia wo aminu yesedem se wo hu obi na etwese wo chi ya no apa wani ye chichire no na ko ba bi wai eni yere ni hina wiye no ya di valentine ya wiye ka quarantine oduma kuma badi nyame gusu kasa chire wiase hina biye nya so coronavirus yariwai hey na wanhwe wonkwa wo mu.
Okay, so welcome back. Just a quick reminder, don't forget to like our Facebook page, share, and also leave a comment. Okay, so next is the Community Watch. The Sunyani Municipal Assembly, together with Municipal Security Council, have announced the total closure of Sunyani Wednesday marketing, saying that the crowd during Wednesday market is beyond control. This came to light when we spoke to Nana Kwame Ade, the Nifahine for Sunyani Traditional Council, in an interview.
Now, in the morning, we saw that the attendance was not all that huge. But looking at the number at the market present and looking at those outside the market, be it Coronation Park here, Jubilee Park, or the Delhi market, the number is overwhelming. And in order not to bring any confusion this year, Nananum, together with the MC and then the MISEC, the Municipal Security Council, we decided that Wednesday and any other Wednesday, there will not be market day. No, the dairy market. We will not have the Wednesday market. Already we cancelled that one. But we will not have dairy market on Wednesday. All shops will be closed. All gates market will be closed. Gates to Coronation Park here will be closed. And nobody is supposed to come there either to buy or to sell. So we will not have market. So if the person should make sure that he has all other days up to Wednesday, anytime that the person wants to close, that one is not our problem. But we have some people who also go to the Wednesday, they come with their goods, others come and then the wholesale and the retailers. So for them, we have given them up to 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. we don't want to see anybody at the market Friday. The security agents will be there 4 p.m. also to check that nobody load or offload any goods at the Wednesday market. So 3 p.m. all wholesale and retail activities might cease. 4 p.m. security agents will go around and make sure that nobody at the market where again.
Yes.
Nana, that is the new development that we have for you now.
Nana, very nice decision. But
what are we talking about?
Yes.
The thing is, we have Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to do trading. Come and buy, come and sell. Wednesday, we gave them the chance that we have the satellite market. Vegetables will be at the Coronation Park, second clothing will be at the Jubilee Park, and then dairy market will be operating. But looking at what is happening now, we are compelled to close down the market on Wednesday. So total close down market activities on Wednesday. And if you know you may need something, make sure that you come market all other days and then leave the Wednesday. For us, to prevent the spread of COVID-19. For the crowd is overwhelming. We cannot continue with such a crowd again. And if we allow people to come, we are going to explain the same thing. So the wise thing for us to do activities totally. That is what we have started now. And make sure that we implement it, the security agents will be around so that nobody will make sure we make an attempt to come and then leave from Wednesday. That is the information that we have for the general public. We have all other days to do the daily market activities, but on Wednesday there will be market market centers, all the Sunyani market centers.
Right, but I hope
so and forth.
Okay.
So if you know you come to market on any other, or you come to town, make sure you have those masks on, so that you prevent yourself from getting the COVID.
Thank you very much.
The Municipal Chief Executive of Sunyani Municipal Assembly, Honorable Justina Owusu-Banahene, has advised the general public to buy things in full whenever they go to the market centers to shop.
who are trooping in from other places where it is COVID area. We're also seeing it with our entry point with the police and immigration and fire. They are all there. Oh, they are saying the people who also work from town. Then the last thing we also tell society is that people who come and buy, they should buy in bulk. If yesterday you came to market, today we don't expect you to be in market. So if yesterday you came, today another person will come, another person will come. Then it means that at least we can regulate the number of people who come into town. And so we are also praying that
the second-hand sandals and shoe sellers at Sunyani Chinyamanfo Senior Technical School are appealing to the authorities to relocate them back to Jubilee Park to enhance rapid buying and selling. According to them, majority of buyers in Sunyani are not aware of where second-hand sandals and shoes are sold.
Mama kate on so what the whole obi ante ho enso wo de aba abehye ha obi twam kra wo hu se ye wo ha enti yesra mo munka bi maye na se ye ma no doso akomo na de yen yare no so de aba mo se entete ye ntam ye tete ye de no sma mass ya hye ye hena no a ye boy ye ho ban se na be ye bi nye na so akomo so de yen enti munka bi maye na mo muwa
santra ko mo ma ba ne kuro na o de sunyama ne so onti ma ye se ya tell stop pa bo mo yi aba na mani video bisu du ya ba na pada mo bata sa bi ye no aba be sense na mani le what say ndi ya se na na da mo hu na mo bo ba bi ya ko Jubilee Park wo ba bi ani ya se ko ya kama on pa je na ne hwenya me ne ma ye ni wiase nye de ya ma nyina ku fie ye ni di ya kuru so nya adwuma nti pa wa je na aba